lessons. Y'all doing well? Are y'all good tonight? I know y'all was going to start prowling up here because y'all want to hear November predictions. November predictions. Why your camera look more clear than my camera? That is crystal clear. Did you see how it looks like the TV's angled? You know what I mean?
Yeah, because that's...
Yeah. All right, family. Everybody good? Hold on. Let me see who else came in. Hold on, y'all. Oh, wow. We got, let's see, Arthur. Hold on. Shavonda. Okay. Hold on, y'all. King Jones. Jaleesa. Y'all doing well? All right, so can y'all hear us clearly? If you can hear us clearly, say yes. Say yes, you can hear us clearly. Can you hear us clearly? Put yes in there for us, okay? We're doing November predictions.
Sorry.
Okay. I think there's a lot that we need to be looking at, y'all. We need to be looking at a lot, okay? We're going to start with health, okay? Health. We're going to do love. We're going to do finances. We're going to do weather. We're going to do politics, okay? So, y'all, if y'all want to take your little notes for November predictions, we'll give you a chance to get your pen and your pads, okay? So, we're doing November predictions. All right, family. Let me see. And welcome to Spiritual Damn. Okay, there you go. Yes. Greet and see. Why Facebook be doing that shit? I can't see nothing. It's just not, you know what I mean? I gotta scroll up. Hold on, y'all. Let me go
Get
back.
the other phone.
Which one?
The one Terrell got.
All right, can y'all see?
You want me to
All right,
get
y'all. Yeah, get it real quick. All right, y'all. So, pretty much, we're going to be doing predictions, okay? We're going to be doing predictions today. Can y'all see? All right. We're going to start with love, but before we go there, y'all. How y'all been? Y'all miss us? Y'all miss us? I know y'all miss us. We ain't been on in a while. You know what I mean? Y'all been okay? Y'all seen us on Sunday. I'm sorry. You haven't seen us on Spiritually Seeing News, but you've seen us on Sunday on the Oracles of Truth. And if you've seen us on Sunday, then you know we were talking about some really good things on Sunday. But Spiritually Seeing News, I know y'all got a lot to talk about. Y'all got a lot to talk about, y'all. I know y'all want to share some stuff, you know what I mean? Because you know on Spiritually Seeing News, we see spiritually what you can't see. You know what I mean? So, you know, we're going to do November predictions. And I want y'all to make sure that you get your notepads ready. And if you have questions, come with your questions too, okay? Can y'all hear me clearly? If you can hear me clearly, say yes, say no, whatever. All right, so family, let's get it started. I'm trying to see where the comment section is.
You got the charger for this one? He got too small.
It is? Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to see if I can see y'all comments. All right, there we go. There we go. Okay, yes, cuz. Yes. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I don't know why Facebook's not letting me. Okay, we got it. Okay, here we go, y'all. I got the other phone. All right. All right, y'all. Okay, here we go. I can see it now. All right, y'all. All right, so you said spying field. What you mean spying field? What you mean? Explain to me what you mean, Shavonda. What you mean spying I feel? Break that down and answer that. Akintunde, hey my brother, how are you? Alafia. Oh, did y'all see I posted the video of Akintunde, Oyawumi, and Sango. They had a very good video that y'all needed to watch on Yoruba. So those of you that want to know more about Yoruba, I usually refer them to my brothers and my sister who want to get into Yoruba. So do check out my brother Akintunde, Sango Wale, and Oya Wunmi, okay? But I put the video on my timeline that they did the other day. They had some really, really good information on the Yoruba gods. As you all know, I deal with a totally different tribal system, but I'm all for supporting my brothers and sisters in their tribal tribal, system, which is Yoruba. So you all check out them if you're interested in Yoruba. All right, family.
Oh shit, sorry.
Okay. Now tonight we're gonna do November predictions. Okay. We're gonna start with health. You're welcome, Shavonda. We're gonna start with health because I've been doing a couple of, divination readings and readings, and some people need to focus on their health. Now is a time for healing, okay? When I say healing, I mean you all need to get serious about, getting your health together and doing what's right, by your body, because your body is your temple, okay? And some of us are dealing with different ailments in our bodies that we have to start really paying attention to, and spirit will, you're welcome, Akantunde, spirit will let you know what's going on, okay? So what I'm getting is a lot of divination where people are saying, well, this is going on with their health. I think I got about 3 or 4 last week, people calling for their reading. So November is going to be the month where you need to get serious about your health, okay? Serious about your health.
So yes, eliminating toxic.
Yes, eliminating toxic. That's right. That's right. Eliminating toxic. So with saying that, you need to really listen to your body. Your body will tell you what you need.
Mm-hmm.
Your body. Go ahead, brother.
Now, and it's funny you say that because when I was reading, when I pulled the cards for the Oracle show on Sunday, spirit, the card said that the card that I got was saying that we needed to start dealing more with the natural way of healing ourselves, healing our body, and when I look more into it, spirit saying we need to get back to nature as far as even just growing our own plants and being able to manipulate the plant and like growing it in a perfect environment and nurturing it and caring for it and loving it and telling the plant what the reason you're growing it for. So when it's actually a time to ingest the plant or to use the plant for healing, it'll be even more powerful. That's what spirit says. So take that and run with it.
That's right. So it basically, what we're doing is we're coming back into a time when we utilize nature's medicine, okay? It's very important that you know this because a lot of things that, being that the body is changing at a cellular level, a lot of these medicines, these antibiotics are not going to work like they used to because the body is going through a transformation at a cellular level. So with saying that, do understand that, you're going to be resorting back to the very thing that you're a part of. Like I say all the time, when you walk outside, you walk into yourself, okay?
And not only that, the vibration of the earth is rising, so it's allowing the plants to rise at a high vibration too.
That's right.
So, everything that you use a plant for is going to be even more powerful, especially if you grow it yourself.
Yeah, if you can. Because, they try to be, putting stuff in your gardens and stuff like that, okay? All right. So we're saying that family health is very important. That's number one we're going to talk about. And the prediction that you need to listen to your body. The month of November is the time to get ready to go and focus on your health, your inner health, your pains, your aches, your pains, and whatever you're going through. Listen to your body. Your body's going to talk to you, okay? So you do want to make sure you take care of your body this month if you're having some ailments. Another thing Spirit is telling me is that you also need to go to your ancestors. Go to your ancestors, and your ancestors are going to alert you to what you probably need to do for your body, okay? And I'll give you an example. I have a cold, and it's been a lingering cold, and cold is a virus, right? But then I got the sinus problem, so ancestors say, you know what, do this, and go make the ginger with the honey, with the garlic. Take this. The ancestors gave me like a regimen to do. You can go to your ancestors and ask your ancestors to guide you in the right direction, okay? In the right direction to be able to be able to heal your body and use certain herbs that you need, because the ancestors will let you know. I told you all the story of years ago. My daughter, she had a baby, and they couldn't. They had to do a C-section. She got an infection. And I remember the doctors were keeping her here. She was in there for like 9 days, y'all. And I remember I told the doctor, I said, I said, no, cool. I said, no, cool. I said, bring my daughter out the hospital. I will heal her. Right? They were trying to give her blood pressure medicine. They was doing all kinds. They wasn't helping her. I said, bring my daughter home. So I brought her home and I healed her. But I went to my ancestors and I asked my ancestors, and I went to my great-grandfather, because my great-grandfather, my father's side, was also a medicine man. My mother's side is from Africa. My father's side is from in America, but my grandfather was a medicine, what they call, medicine man. So he came and he said, go get yarrow. I didn't even know about yarrow, and I know about a lot of herbs, but I didn't know about yarrow. So I got yarrow. And I went and got yarrow, and then I began to put my daughter on a strict, just greens. And I healed her at home within like 3 days, real talk. Using yarrow and using just nothing but vegetables. I healed my own daughter. So we're saying that, family, if you go to your ancestors will guide you and let you know, what you can use. Just go and ask them. They'll come in a dream. They may come. They'll give you a sign in some type of way. Do pay attention. So this month in November, health is very, very, important. Okay? Pay attention to your health and go back to nature, the very thing that you're part of, to help heal you. Okay? I know. I am.
Need some water. Yeah, so, this month, you want to get straight into the predictions of what we see, or you want to?
That was the first one for health. Go ahead.
Okay, so she talked about, like she said, about the plants, like especially those of you that deal with plants and grow your own vegetables, is really like, this is gonna be a great time to really get more into it. With the soil and getting your hands into the soil and dealing with Mother Earth and talking to the earth and talking to the plants, and it's gonna make everything you do even more powerful as far as the fruits and herbs is concerned. And also, what I'm also getting to is those of you, like I said, with making your own herbs and finding out what works and what heals. Also, this is a time for all of us, to really get into our spiritual work. Those of you that have the gift to see, and that's not and that is not answering your call, it's time for all of us to answer our call. Ancestor says, no more not answering your calls. What Spirit is telling me is that y'all have to answer your calls. Those of you just want to go have somebody else read it because you don't like dealing with your gift, it's not gonna be no more of that. You're gonna have, those of you are not answering your gift, you're gonna have major problems. You need to answer your gift and your call.
Okay, all right. Candy Rain says, I started taking spirulina. Okay, spirulina again for DNA restructure. It's been calling me planting. See, Ken? So it's been calling you to plant. But see, the thing about it, family, you might have to do like a small little greenhouse in your home. And only because I remember there was a lady who started a garden in her backyard, and she got arrested, but they said she couldn't do it. And then you don't trust them. You don't know what the hell they're spraying in your backyard. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So if you can grow little things in your house where you can look over it, then you should do that. Okay?
Yeah, it's you can buy like a lot of incubator kits and stuff like that, where you can actually grow plants on the inside of your house and stuff like that. A lot of people do that anyway for they use marijuana as a medicinal use. Yeah. A lot of them grow their own plants inside their home by using it.
Yeah, and you could do that by growing your own.
So if you can grow marijuana in your house, you can grow grow fruits and herbs and stuff like that for yourself.
That's right. All right, so Kashiva says, I got the tree of life growing, cuz. Oh, really? You got the tree of life growing? Yeah. Okay. I got to see that, cuz. All right, so pretty much we're going to go on to the predictions. That was health. Do pay attention to health. Now, let's talk about what we're getting ready to see with weather, y'all, because I've been getting calls also. People want to know what's going on with the weather. One minute it's cold, it's hot, it's raining, it's New York weather is crazy, this weather's crazy. Well, we have a storm coming. Pablo, it's a tropical storm that's supposed to be coming. They are doing some things. Now I'm gonna tell y'all what Spirit showed me. They are doing some things, and they're tainting or manipulating mother's womb again. Okay. Now we're saying that. I told y'all there's a spiritual warfare between man and nature. The spiritual warfare between man and nature. Man is doing too much. But I'm going to tell you like this, man this year is going to lose the war. Okay? Is going to lose the war. So with saying that, they're putting stuff in the air trying to make it cold. They're trying to go against the natural order of things. Mm-hmm. This is not the time to do that because nature is, there's a shift, as I told you all, there's a shift that's taking place with the planet. And as this shift takes place, it's going to affect the weather. Okay? And the weather is being affected because the shift is taking place for it to get warmer in colder regions and colder in warmer regions. So it's a shift that will take place over hundreds of years, but we are feeling the result of it right now. So if you're in New York and you know it's 90 degrees tomorrow and then 55 degrees the next day, I told you all this years ago, we will not know winter from summer because of the major transformation that's taking place on this earth and in the cosmos. Okay, what you want to add?
Nah, I just I don't know. I just keep getting places where it rains a lot. In the winter, they're gonna have a winter that's gonna be very windy. Windy and a lot of rain and storms. There's gonna be a lot of storms this winter for some reason. When winter hits, it's fall now, so the weather is crazy. Like Candy Rain said, she said they experienced all 4 seasons in one day. That's gonna continue to happen until the winter, and then the winter is gonna be the winter still is gonna be up and down like that also, but you're gonna have some really cold days in the winter too.
And a couple of years ago, excuse me, fam, I keep yawning and just doing everything. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just tired. I've been doing a lot. But anyway, a couple of years ago in Atlanta, they had an ice storm that was not normal. Well, I see another one coming in the south, preferably between Atlanta, I'm going to say South Carolina, Atlanta, Alabama, Tennessee, all that area right there. I'm seeing that there's going to be another ice storm that's going to take place. And then 2 or 3 days later, you're going to see it be back 80 degrees, okay? Mm-hmm. That's what I see. But I want to elaborate on Nicole because she says, that's crazy, Brother Adinkra, because this is the 3rd time in the past week I was told that stop running. A lot of you all are running from your gift. Let me explain something to you. Africans in America, okay? You have lineages that trace back to Africa. Some of you all are being alerted through your bloodline that is very important to start carrying out your gift, okay? If you're wondering why you're going through things in your life, okay, it's because you have ignored your ancestors. And if you get a divination and you find out what tribe you are connected to, your tribal gods could be calling you too. Okay? Now, do not run away from your gifts no longer. It's time, because in each community, we have to be doing our spiritual work. They need our help. Okay? Our help is needed. As African indigenous traditional healers, we are needed in the community. That means it's going to be time for you to do what you have to do. And we'll talk about it because I'm doing initiation training again in January. We're starting a new group in January. And what we pretty much do is we train you all to learn the African traditions. We train you all to learn the African gods, and some of the gods, not all, based off of your divination, okay? And we train you to do what's righteous in the community. That means if you have a sister or brother or somebody that needs help, you know how to go to certain spirit gods, or you know how to go to the ancestors, or you can help them how to set up the ancestral altars and help them to do what they have to do to go and reverence the ancestors, okay? We'll talk about that later because I want to finish predictions. But don't ignore your gifts. If you have a gift to see, if you have a gift to heal, do take the time to find out how to enhance it and use it for your village or your community, okay? What else?
Candy Ray says, I'm supposed to be moving south in December. Erica Neal says it's freezing in Texas.
See? Now, is it usually this cold in Texas this time of year?
It get cold around the end of like mid-November.
Okay. All right. Wow. Everything said, wow, because I was just saying this to myself, I must be doing something wrong. What you mean, Amber Smith? What you mean? Tell me what you mean. You see, the thing is, at the end of the day, you have a lot of people that's waking up. And when I say waking up, I'm talking about spiritually awaking.
Mm-hmm.
And people are pretty much really wondering, like, what is going on? Why am I feeling this way? What kind of energy is being presented to me? What are the ancestors trying to tell me? Or how do I talk to my ancestors? How do I carry out there's so many questions that we get all the time, okay? Now, go ahead.
Nah, that's what I was going to say. Like I said, a lot of people, been ignoring their gift, or you have people that are Christian and they don't want to come out of the church because they feel like they like what the church do for them, but they still know that a lot of them still know that a lot of the stuff that they preach and teach isn't right. So why be a part of something you know is wrong?
Right.
Just because you like the way it makes you feel, or because you like the community. That's cool that you like the community. You still associate with those people, but if your ancestors are calling you to do something greater, you need to answer that call. And a lot of us, a lot of black people had a tendency to not want to do something because of what the family members are gonna say. I we have an initiate now that's been initiated, and they running around telling his business that he's getting initiated and got everybody scared to deal with him in the family because they're telling the family member that he's messing with voodoo and he's gonna and got everybody afraid of him. So it's stuff like that. But at the end of the day, you can't worry about what people say. Damn them, to hell with them, because at the end of the day, you got to answer your call.
That's right. It don't matter what people say. You got a gift. You're supposed to be using your gift right now. Okay. So we're saying that, family, we are going to expect some crazy weather to come down. November is going to be a crazy month. Some places are going to see snow. I keep seeing snow in the west. In the west, like Seattle. I keep seeing snow in Colorado. I keep seeing like stuff like that over there. That's going to take place real soon in this month of November. Okay. Places that you don't think there's snow, like right now in Texas is cold, okay? So you're going to see some weird weather patterns coming down. Places where you're not expecting to see certain things go down is going to go down, okay? Don't say I didn't tell y'all something.
But it depends on what part of Texas. I seen it in Houston the other day. It was 77 degrees. She might live near Dallas. Dallas is colder than Houston. It snows in Dallas. It don't snow in Houston.
I bet you it'll snow in Houston this year.
It might. But when it snows, it's like little ice, and it'll be melted during the day.
Well, nature is tricking their asses. Pretty soon, the weather people won't have jobs. They ain't gonna have jobs because they ain't gonna know how to predict the goddamn weather. They gonna be trying to predict the weather, and Mother Nature's gonna say, I got something for your ass. Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. I'm bringing sun today. I'm bringing 8 degrees today. Then they say, oh, we're gonna bring you an ice storm tomorrow. Right? I told y'all there's a warfare, spiritual warfare between man and nature. Now, man is trying to control nature, but nature is really, what I'm seeing spiritually, y'all, is whooping man's ass. Because they're trying to do things by making it snow and making it rain, whatever the hell they be doing up there. But nature's saying, I'm not having it. Not this year, not this time, because this got to be done, y'all. That's what I see, okay?
And, and those of you that that work for the government, that know you're partaking in part of that, and you know what you're doing, you know that it's not right. Like me, for example, I used to work in the oil field. I could, I quit the oil field because it really bothered me that the company that I was working for was putting poison into the earth and doing a lot of things like that. Yeah, the money was good. You can make money out there. You can make $6,500 every 2 weeks in the oil field, but at the same time, just like you got to answer for the things that you do. So if you know if it's one thing to not know anything about nature and not and be taught and raised up to like this is what you do and it doesn't matter and it has no consequences. But when you start getting older and you start knowing right from wrong, you're gonna have to pay for the things that you do. You know what I'm saying? Some, like working out there, some of them didn't have could care less about nature. And some guys, were breaking their fingers. Some guys were even getting killed out there, losing their arms, getting snatched off. So, like, I just feel like when you have that mentality about Earth, she always does something to you in return. So if you're flying, if you're flying these airplanes and stuff like this, putting this in the atmosphere, don't be surprised if your plane falls out the sky.
Y'all hear that? Respect nature. And you should respect nature because nature is you and you're nature. As I always tell you, when you walk outside, you walk into yourself. Okay, so do expect some weather to come in different places as I told you all, okay, family? Now, let's go on to, let's go on to
health, weather.
Love. Some of you all are in a confused relationship, or one-ship as I like to call them. This month, you all should be focusing on peace and harmony, okay?
Mm-hmm.
If you're on a one-ship and you're not happy, you need to be honest, okay? Don't hold on because of dumb reasons, okay? Now, what Spirit showed me with this month of love is going to be there's going to be some emotional distresses revealed, okay? Spirit is showing me that honesty is going to start coming out, okay? With some people who are dealing with one-ships. There's going to be some breakups, okay? That I see spiritually with love. If you haven't found love, some of you will, what I'm saying spiritually, be running into how y'all call it, soulmate love, and in the near future, okay? Some of y'all will be hooking up with your soulmates, okay? And that's because it's that time and energy that's needed to bring love, harmony, and peace back to this earth, okay? What did you see with love?
I just see more of a compassion, that we have to have a lot more compassion than we have for each other. It's time for us to start listening to, especially the men, start listening to what the woman is saying, and not just casting it aside, because y'all getting an argument that her points aren't valid. It's time to us to actually stand up and be men and actually hear what a woman is saying, because a lot of women do have valid points. Sometimes they don't, deliver the point how, deliver their message how you might want them to deliver it, but nevertheless, when y'all have arguments, you got to take time to listen to the point that was being made. But I just see a lot of people, especially men, are a lot, they're selfish, and they have to start reanalyzing their ways and who they are as men, and how and what do they actually bring to the relationship, because a lot of men take and don't provide something stable for the woman, and now it's time to balance all of that out.
That's
and
right.
It's not just about money, it's about just not being selfish with your mate.
That's right. Kashiba Gaylord, I send my condolences to you. I didn't know your Willie transitioned on October 4th. He's an ancestor now. So he went to join the land of the ancestors. Okay? So his physical body's not here. So don't say you don't have anybody, because he's with you. He's an ancestor now. Did you pour libations for him? Did you pour libations for your loved one? Like I said, he transitioned on October. You didn't tell me. Usually you would hit me up box. I'm sorry to hear that. I think you was with him for a while, right? But saying that though, he didn't go anywhere. His physical body did, but it's still an ancestor. He's with you. He's in that house with you. Trust me. Trust me. Make an ancestral shrine for him, okay? Okay. But as I'm gonna elaborate of Brother Dinkra, as he said, we have to bring the balance back to our one-ships. Okay? It's all about being peace and harmonious, and that goes both ways. Women and men need to start really communicating better, closing the communication gap and love. Okay, November starts that time when you need to get serious about your one ships. If you're already married and you're having problems, try to call upon the ancestors to bring peace in your one ship. Okay. Because I do see some people, married people, having problems. Okay, you do need to go to your ancestors together. It's time for you and your mate or your husband or your wife to go, and you need to do and reverence your ancestors together to bring peace, love, and harmony in your home. Okay, husband and wife, you need to do what's righteous amongst for each other. Okay,
She's had it together 9 years.
Yeah, because I think I remember. I think I remember him. I think you sent me a picture of him. But we're saying that it's very important that you all pay close attention to your one ships. Again, if you're married, get it together. Okay? Be honest. Do what's righteous in your one ships, not what's unrighteous. If you're out there cheating on your man or your woman, you better change that. You better stop doing it now, because it's not righteous. Okay? And let me tell you something. Ancestors are tearing apart as well as they're putting together. So if you are unbalanced in your one ship with your man, your wife, your husband, your wife, your spouse or whatever, ancestors will pull that person out of your life as quick as you could blink your eye. This starts in this month in November. Don't say I didn't tell you so. Do get serious about your one ships. No more cheating, no more lying, no more playing games. That time is pretty much needs to be over. We're going through a major transformation. And let me tell you something. Ancestors are not playing. Universe is not playing. Karma, like I said, as quick as you could blink your eye, karma's coming back to you. If you're doing unrighteous shit you ain't supposed to be doing, you better be careful. Okay?
Nicole says, how can you bring one ship when the other is still trying to find himself? At least I feel this way.
Nicole, you got to let ancestors deal with him. So, I mean, what do you mean, how can you bring a one ship? Explain that. Break that down a little bit more, because if you're already with somebody and he's still trying to find his way, you let the ancestors guide him. You let ancestors guide him to find his way. You don't try to do it. You don't have the power to do it. Only thing you could do is go to his ancestors, go to your ancestors, and ask your ancestors to work with his ancestors to bring peace and help him to vibrate on the frequency that you're on. Okay? So there'll be peace in your home. Okay? Not cheating, but he is mostly dealing with losses with family and jobs, etc. Okay, it sounds like to me he may need a spiritual bath. It sounds like to me he may need some ritual work done. It sounds like to me he may have had some work on him. But we would have to do a divination to see it. You know what I mean? We have to do a reading for him to see. You said losing people and losing, because somebody could have put work on the whole family. Okay? And on him. So yeah. That's something you might want to get a divination reading on, okay? Okay. So the message this month, relationship, get serious about them, family. Okay? Get serious about them.
And stop being selfish.
That's right.
And focus on being together and listening to each other.
Right. Communication is the key. Communication is the key. And see, the thing about it, Africans in America, we know that there's been such a huge communication divide between black men and black women. You know, it has to change. But our ancestors are working it out. It's getting better, but it must get better. Even more better, okay? Now, we're saying that I think it's done. I think it's been done to me.
I think she's talking about ritual work.
Shavonda, you could get a reading to see. This is why it's so important for you all to know your culture, to know, you know what I mean? To know your African culture. I'm going to say Africa because I'm African first. But I'm going to say it's good to know so you could get readings and you could find out and stuff like this so you can do your baths and, you know, depending on what systems you all deal with or whatever you want to deal with. But I don't know, y'all.
You know, and
well, go ahead.
A lot of people, they do, a lot of people, you know, they get divinations done. You know, we have a lot of people that get divinations done once a month, and a lot of times we'll see things or catch things that's going on if they get a monthly reading, or sometimes people feel like they're getting blocked and stuff like that, and then they'll come get one.
Yeah.
So, you know, it just depends on, you know, what your pockets look like. But me personally, I recommend that you get a divination done at least once a month. You know what I'm saying? If not twice a month, but at least once a month. That would because we all need spiritual guidance, and a lot of times we miss things even though we read. Because I read and I miss a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? And she read, so a lot of times I read for her, she read for me. Like stuff that I'm picking up certain stuff, but I might not be seeing the person that's doing it, or I'll be picking it up and I see it, but I want confirmation from her, or you know, and vice versa. And you know, so a lot of times it's just good to have somebody that actually, you know, to look in for you, and not just look on your own, because you could be overreacting to something that you might think is being done, and
sometimes it's circumstantial.
Yeah.
Sometimes you could be the problem of your you know, events that's happening, because we have a tendency to block ourselves. Let me make this clear. Sometimes you could be the problem, okay? And you got to go back and reflect and say, what is it that I'm doing that's attracting this type of energy to me, okay? Now, we're saying that, family, you know, that's why it's good to get your divination done. It's good to do that. Take your spiritual baths. I take spiritual baths many times a week, okay? I take my baths. I use my spiritual soaps. I use my, you know, I clean my house spiritually clean. You know, it's good to do that. And also keeping on your protection. You know, I keep my spiritual protection. He keeps his on. I have a lot more. And, you know, people don't know that, you know, you got to kind of protect yourself. Especially when you feel like you've been attacked, spiritually attacked, ritually attacked, or whatever you want to call it, spells on you, or whatever y'all call voodoo or whatever. When you feel like that and you get a divination, you find out it's good to keep yourself spiritually clean.
You want to, and then not only, so you want to do readings at least once a month, and do your spiritual baths at least, you know, 2 or 3 times a week, just to keep yourself cleaned off and stay protected, you know.
Peace and love. Cataway. Peace and blessings, sis. Claire, how are you, Claire?
Shavonda, Queen Mother 10, says she feels like blocked. She said yes, blocked, like somebody did spiritual work to block her.
Well, Shavonda, then you need to get a divination done. And then if you see that, because see, I got to read it first. I don't do nothing without consulting my spirits first, okay? So I got to read it first. Once when I go to divination and talk to spirits, then it'll let me know. They'll say, okay, this is what's going on, okay? I'm going to tell you what I see now. I'll give you a little brief information. I'm seeing that it's not that you have been blocked. I'm seeing is that you also, too, have a gift. You also, too, are supposed to be practicing. So you're being blocked by your ancestors because you haven't answered your call to do traditional healing. You have power, too, Shavonda. So what Spirit is showing me, you're being blocked because you're supposed to be helping people the same way that we help people, and you're not. You're being selfish. You're not using your gift. Okay? I don't see nobody did ritual work on you. I see that it's you That's not taking heed to what the spirits are telling you. Okay? All right. You're welcome. All right. So let's talk about politics. Somebody asked me, okay, what do I think that Trump is going to get impeached? Now, let me just say this to you. I don't get caught up in politics too much, family, because I don't even watch TV. I will tell you spiritually what I see. I think I'm going to say spiritually what they're showing me is that Trump is not going to want to run for a second term. Trump, I don't see him getting impeached. And as we did last year when we did predictions, we keep seeing it, but it's like they doing stuff to kind of block it because something else is going on. I see a bigger meeting taking place, and it may sound crazy to some, but with some other beings, okay? And there's some things that they have to work on with this government, okay? Right now, really, anything they show you with politics right now is a whole bunch of bull. Just to keep you blindsided while there's bigger meetings taking place with world governments and world leaders, okay? Trump is not going nowhere just yet. But I don't see that he wants to run a second term. Trump wants to be, as I said it before, y'all, wants to be in Palm Beach somewhere on his yacht, eating his chicken wings, relaxing. This was enough for him. That's what I'm saying. I'm in Trump's body right now, and I'm saying, oh, this is enough for me. I'm tired of this shit. Okay? That's what I see. But he took an oath. It's deeper than what you all know. And Trump can't go nowhere yet. Because these other beings that's meeting on this worldwide level are saying, hey, we got some stuff we got to take care. So I just see all these world leaders meeting, and there's some stuff that's going on that we don't even know about. So they got to keep you occupied with the things they show you on the news, politics, whatever you want to call it. All that bullshit. But they're trying to say now they want to impeach him, but that's just to keep you blindsided. I don't see that Trump is going to do a second term now. Go ahead.
Erica Neal says, is that information on your website for donations, readings, and spiritual bed? I don't know. Has she got a reading by you before?
Erica Neal, you got a reading from me before, haven't you?
On the website, you got to go to the readings. You look at the reading, pick one you want, and then donate the price of the reading. And on the other parts with the spiritual baths and all of that, you click on that and just click on that, and then
it'll take you to PayPal.
And it'll take you straight to PayPal, and you pay, and it'll go, from there.
There's different, family. I do a whole bunch of different type of readings. Brother Dinkle does too. But I read with fire. I can read with fire. I can read with water. I read with divination, bone shells. Okay. I read with the ancient form of divination, back from ancient Kemet or Egypt. Okay. I have many different ways to read. So if you go on the site, you'll see that. Okay. And I could read without none of the tools. I can just read from seeing. I do medical intuitive. I could read and look in your body and tell you what I see in your body. Okay. So there's many different readings on there you can actually request on that site. Okay, Erica? She said no?
Yeah, she said no, I never had one. My daughter did.
Okay, so I did one for your daughter. But I have many different ways to read. And you all can request, okay? No, I never had one. Okay. All right. Now, we covered politics. I'm seeing another politician transition, y'all. Oh yeah, we forgot to mention John Witherspoon went to join the ancestors last night. He went to join. Y'all know who John Witherspoon is?
Bang bang. You take the dog and you choke him and you kick him in his ass. I walk around with my foot all up a dog's ass all day.
Okay.
Shout out to John Witherspoon.
John Witherspoon. What did he do that on?
Friday.
On the movie Friday, y'all. Okay.
Pops.
Pops. He went to join the land of the ancestors, y'all. Okay. All right. So, family, I keep seeing maybe 1 or 2 politicians that are gonna transition within the next month or 2. Okay. Um. What else you see?
I was picking up something till you asked me what else I see. You made me.
Yeah, it's
I was picking up something that did.
Yeah, it's a lot of with the politics is gonna be some more bull. To me, y'all, like I said, politics. It's just a whole bunch of nonsense. You know what I mean? That's why I don't watch TV. I don't watch the news like that. It's just a whole bunch of nonsense, especially with TV. So much negativity. There's nothing positive to watch. You know what I mean? So yeah, y'all, trust me when I tell you, you gonna see.
I know I keep picking up something with Hollywood. I can't see
Hollywood.
like something with some execs or something. Can't exactly pick up what it is.
So you said, okay, Brother Dinker saying he's picking up something with Hollywood. Hollywood is going to get. I told y'all that sign is going to crack in half when that 10.0 earthquake comes to Hollywood. There's so much disagreeable energy. You understand? Disagreeable spirits that's in Hollywood that it's just time. Mother Nature's going to come there and do a major cleanse. You see, the fire was for purification. See, we think that these things that we see, these major catastrophes that we see, is just because someone started it. No. They might have started it, but Mother Nature finishes it, okay? Purification must take place on this earth. That place, Hollywood, is nothing but disagreeable energy. Disagreeable. I'm talking about nasty, dirty, disagreeable energy, okay? And let me tell you all something. That fire had to purify that land that you've seen in California. Now, another thing too, y'all pay attention because there was a blackout in California. There was a blackout in Boston area, I think in that area up there. And that's not a coincidence. As I told y'all, these other beings are really working. There's some other beings out here, and y'all could think we crazy, but let me tell you something. You know about the star systems. You know about the star beings. You know the Dogon said that we come from the star Sirius beings A, and the Zulu said we come from Mars. So let me tell y'all something. Do understand these other beings are here. And they're doing some things. You better pay attention because I see them all the time. Okay? All right. Nikki, it's like you, what? Can't read it because the politics are fake as hell. Well, Nicole, yeah, it's sort of type of like that, but I just don't, I've always been one to really not get into politics like that. I just hated it because I knew they were fake and I knew that, it was a whole bunch of bull and, unrighteousness going on behind it. I think what my spirit is choosing not to do is really wanting to read it because it's bullshit, okay? You know what I mean? It's something where I don't see much of a change that's going to take place in politics because it's like, it's a script. If I can put it that way, it's a script, okay?
Yeah. It's like Hollywood.
Yeah, like Hollywood. Yeah, like that.
It's just like that. It's like that. What was that movie that Jim Carrey played on? And he was playing, I forgot.
Rag the Dog?
What? It was another movie. I don't know, but his whole life was a TV show, and he never knew it. I think it was something Truman or something like that. His whole life was a TV show, and he never knew it.
All right, family. Now we're done. Questions? Y'all have some questions? Y'all have some questions? Oh, you know what? Come to think about it. Okay, so we lost. Let's get the hell out of here. The hell? What did it say up there?
You could get a reading for $5.
$5 my ass. Let me tell y'all something, right? I read for a site called Keen. If you go look on Keen website, it's a big known website that deals with spiritual readings and all kind of readers. I read for them. Go look for Wunam. But they got app with this new one, and they don't want to
Let real readers on there.
Let real readers on there because they know I can read. And if I'm not mistaken, this app was built by the same company I used to read for, which was called Bitwine. And Bitwine got jealous because I was reading and taking all the goddamn clients and didn't like it, right? So anyway, they just popped up on here.
They created a new website.
Yeah, created a new app.
New app. You want to tell them what it is?
No. Don't share. No, they don't get to share. We don't share their name since they don't want to accept us on
we
it.
can just tell them they don't want real. Well, what it is she read and they were saying they denied her because of her reading, but she read it to a T. I picked up the same thing, and they didn't want her on there. I think they knew who you are though.
That's what I'm telling you. I told you I know the woman's face. The woman's face that is on there, she knows who I was because she used to read for Bitwine. So she knew that when we was on Bitwine, I was taking all the readers. That's why she did not want me to go on their app. It's not because I didn't read her to the T. It's because she knew who the hell I was.
And see, when you read for those apps, you know what they do. Like the white people that are on there that know you read, and we start stealing their customers. What they do is they come on and get a reading from you. Then when you read them, they'll give you a bad review. I'll let it go. She ain't gonna let it go. She gonna be like, look, fella. She gonna say something.
Because I wouldn't. Let me tell y'all something. You know why? Because I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. Let me explain something to y'all. If you can read, you can read. I don't care what color you are, brown, black, green, whatever. Because there are some white folks that can read. Don't get it confused. I had a really good friend of mine named TJ. He was white. He was gay. But I don't care. It was what he was really, really good friend of mine, and he could read his ass off. Okay?
But they do that on everything. They do that on that. They do that on Amazon because I sell stuff on Amazon and they be.
But that's not them. That's the Chinese doing it. That's not white people doing that.
There's some white people too doing that shit. White people and black people doing that shit.
Well, then see,
a lot of people be doing that shit though.
All I'm saying, family, is that at the end of the day, I'm gonna do what's righteous. If you're I'm gonna be fair. I don't like people that's not fair. Don't do that. I wouldn't take, because see, let me explain something to you. There's enough money for everybody to make. I'm not a hater. I'm not selfish. There's enough money for everybody to make. That's why I don't mind sharing my other sisters and brothers' information because I know they do something different. Mm-hmm. Like they'll tell you, my brothers and sisters, they deal with Europe, but I'm going to send people that deal with Europe to them because that's what they do. I don't have a problem with that. Because at the end of the day, I don't deal with that. I'm not selfish. If you deal with, just say if you rather deal with hoodoo, I'm going to send you to someone who does hoodoo. Because that's what you chose to do. I'm not going to be jealous and be like, oh, let me get you over here. No. What we don't know, this world got enough money for everybody to make.
That's right.
Everybody. It's not about being selfish. It's not about being, and that's the problem. They jealous because you could read better than them. I'm not trying to get into, I'm trying to help people. That's what I try to do. I don't care if you could read like a goddamn whoever. I don't care. If you need help, I'm here to help you. I'm just a messenger. My ancestors sent me. But all that jealous shit and this one better than this one and that one, I don't get into that and I don't like that. And that's not the way we were raised. And I'm going to tell y'all like this, even back home in Africa, right? It's respect for, that's not to say we don't have wars, okay? But for the most part, we respect each other. We respect each other's, I don't go over to Ghana and think I'm bad because, in Cabo Verde we practice Futrista and then over there you practice, a Khan. I don't go and mess with them people. They don't mess with us. Everybody respects their traditions. I'm going to say most of us anyway, okay? But over here they want to fight and they want to do this and do that. This is ridiculous. Okay, go ahead.
Erica Neal says you're a good reader because my daughter said you told her stuff that no one know but family.
Well, it's not that I'm not a good reader. I'm not even tooting my own horn. It's just that you got people that know you from being a good reader and don't want to see you surpass them.
Yeah, they
it's like, okay,
they on some hating shit.
Right, they be on hating. They don't, because see, when we used to read on Bitwine, they had a $10 chat reading. And it would go in a cycle. But people were coming back to me because I was reading very well. But the problem I had with Bitwine was the fact that, okay, you get a percentage, But I'm not giving you a percentage of anybody that I send a spiritual bath to or do ritual work for. That's my money. So that's why I stopped dealing with Bitwine, because I'm not paying you a percentage of the work I have to do. I have to go to my shrines to the gods. I gotta go give the offering to help people. That's not your money. That's for me to buy what the gods need, whether it's chicken, goat, cow, whatever.
Look what it just started doing it by itself.
Oh, so we're saying that Bitwine has lost their mind, but then you had very few. What I will say like this: I'm not mad because that's their platform. I can't.